Namaste everyone, I'm Rohini Vaidya from Sri Gurukul. So in this session we are going to see about clauses. I have seen many students who find it very difficult to find what is a main clause, which is the main clause and which is the subordinate clause, because they have some confusion. But in this session we are going to discuss about clauses, independent clause and dependent clause, and after this video I think you will be able to know or identify the correct form of clause. Come, let's go to the video. So now we are going to see what is clause. Okay, a clause is comprised of a group of words. It includes a subject and a predicate. So clause means it is a group of words, but it has a subject and a predicate. So my subject and predicate already I have taken. If you do, so here they have given that clause. A clause also contains one subject and a predicate. A subject and a predicate is must for a clause. Okay. See, for example, I have given here I graduated last year. So I graduated means we are talking about noun. I graduated last year is a predicate, and this forms a clause. This is the clause. This is one clause. Okay. I graduated last year is a one clause. Here, this is another one example. When I came here, I saw him. Okay, this one have two clause. I came here, I saw him. This is two clause. Here two clauses there. The clauses are of two types, that is independent clause and dependent clause. Come, let's see the types of clauses. So first one is independent clause. Independent clause means it functions on its own to make a meaningful sentence. So this independent clause cannot be cut in between or cannot be separated. It will not be depending upon other sentences to form a meaningful sentence. Here, if you see, he is a wise man. So we can understand because it gives a meaning. If it is single, that is, it functions on its own to make a meaningful sentence, then it is called as independent clause. Okay, another example is he play football. So here also I play football or he play football. So this is an independent clause which gives meaning on its own. It does not need to depend upon any other sentences to give a meaningful sentence. Okay. So in a sentence there may be two independent clauses, but to combine these two independent clauses we are using the coordinators like and, but, so, or, nor, for, yet. So these coordinators are used to connect. These are used to connect two clauses, two independent clauses. Okay, these are used to connect two independent clauses. For example, I want to buy a phone, but I don't have money. So here we have one main clause. So it gives a complete meaning, correct? I want to buy a phone. We know that I want to buy a phone, it gives a complete meaning. And here, I don't have money. So this also, without depending upon any other sentence to give a complete form, it gives the meaning. That is, I want to buy a phone, I don't have money. This is also an independent clause and this is also an independent clause. Okay, but to combine these two sentences, two independent clause, we are using but. So like that, we are using the coordinators like and, but, so, or, nor, for, yet. Okay, this is the independent clauses. So we have seen about independent clauses. Independent clauses means it can be alone. It can form a simple sentence without depending upon other sentences. Okay, it is a meaningful sentence. But dependent clause means it cannot function on its own because it leaves an idea or thought unfinished. That means if there is a sentence which cannot stand on its own, but it has to depend upon another sentence to form a complete meaning. Okay, but what happens is, if we are reading the dependent clause, then we will be able to know, okay, something has happened. It gives an idea, okay, something has happened, but we don't know what had happened, who had done that. Okay, if we really want to know what had happened, who has done that, it has to depend upon the independent clause, so that the complete sentence. It forms a complete sentence. Okay, understood? It cannot function on its own. So it cannot function on its own. If we are reading the dependent clauses, means we will not know what is the exact meaning. But it gives an idea or thought. It gives an idea, okay, something had happened, but unfinished. We will not know who had done that, or what had done, or what had been done on that time. Okay, so here I am going to give you an example. I know the man who stole the money. Here, I is the subject, know the man is the predicate. So this is the main clause. Main clause, it gives a complete meaning. Okay, and here, see, who stole the money? So who stole the money is the subordinate clause. So dependent clause is also known as subordinate clause. Understood now? So dependent clause only is known as the subordinate clause. Here, who stole the money? So here we are getting an idea that somebody has stolen the money, but we don't know the exact thing what had happened unless we are having the main clause. So here the main clause is I know the man. I know the man who stole the money. Okay. Next sentence. He bought a car which was too expensive. Here in this sentence, he bought a car. Is that giving a meaning? Yes. We are able to understand that. He bought a car. Next one, which was too expensive. So which was too expensive? So it is giving an idea. Okay, something was too expensive. He don't know what is that. So it has to depend upon the main clause. He bought a car which was too expensive. Understood? Next one. I know that he cannot do it. Here also, I know. This is the main clause, because I know means that gives a sense. Okay? And that he cannot do it. That he cannot do it means, so it doesn't give any complete sentence. So that is the subordinate clause. Here, he does not know where he was born. So he does not know. Okay, he does not know. This is the main clause. And where he was born. So something idea it is giving. So some information it is giving. Unless this main clause is not there, we will not be able to understand this sentence. So this is the examples for dependent clause, which is also known as subordinate clause. Hope you understood what is clause and what are the types of clause, that is dependent clause and independent clause. So in my next video, I will give you more information about more grammar part. So you can use this quarantine time in a very effective way. Meet you in my next video. Namaste.